Hey there, welcome back to Taste and Flavors and welcome to my new series which is Recipes for Newbies. Today I have for you the recipe for chicken momos which is absolutely stunning. Momos is one such thing which is just so popular and you see it on possibly every market street. This is a very quick and a simple recipe, and along with this recipe I'll show you how to make that absolutely divine dip. So if you like what you see so far, then please keep on watching the video. For the exact measurements, please check the description box. So the first step is to knead the flour, for which I have taken all-purpose flour. I've added in about a dash of salt to it, and next I'm going to add some oil. Using water, I'm going to knead a dough. It has to be a regular soft to medium texture dough, not too thin and not too stiff. Now for the exact measurements, you can check the description box below, and there would be a link to my website where you can have a look at the entire process and also the ingredients. Once the dough is ready, just sort of grease it with some oil and keep it aside to rest for roughly about 15 to 20 minutes. Now I have taken in a chicken breast which I've chopped into cubes. I'm using a bullet grinder here. Just grind it into a fine sort of a paste. It will take roughly about say 30-40 seconds. Once you get a consistency like this for the chicken breast, you're going to season it. First I'm going to add in the chopped onions. Next I'm going to add in some grated garlic, some green chilies, a bit of salt for the filling, and just a pinch of red chili powder. Next I'm going to add in some soy sauce and just mix it all really well together. Just so that the binding stays together and stays in place, I'm going to add in a bit of oil to it. Mix this really well and keep it aside to rest. It's time to get going with the dough now. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and knead it again till it turns nice and smooth. Now I'm going to divide it into two parts. The way I'm showing here is an easier version to do this. If you want, you can go ahead and make small balls and then roll each of them individually. Or else, using dry flour, you can just make a big round roti. It has to be a thin roti, roughly about 2 millimeters to 3 millimeters, not thicker than that. Rather it should be just 2 millimeters. Then using a bowl which has a sharp sort of an edge, just make some rounds. Grease the plate before you place in the momos, otherwise the momos will stick to the plate surface. Trust me, I've made this error once, so make sure that you grease the plate. I've taken it about a tablespoon of filling, and using some water, I'm going to just sort of smear it on the edges of the momos. Now on half of the side of the momos, just make small plates as shown in the clipping and just sort of press the other side and bring it together. It's very easy. If you are a beginner, it will just take you 1 or 2 momos and possibly you'll be able to do the rest of it. So just make some small pleats and on half of it and bring the other half together and just seal it. I do not have a momos maker, so I've done my own thing here. So this is a high pot in which I have some boiling water. To this I have placed in this steel sieve which has holes. You can use any steel sieve, just make sure it should not be plastic. And then I'm going to place in the momos after greasing this sieve. Now I've covered it and kept it aside, and I'm also preparing the chutney right now. For this I've added in some oil, grated tomatoes and garlic. Just cook it for a while, roughly about a minute or 2. Next I'm adding in some Sriracha sauce and some tomato sauce, a bit of salt and some red chili powder, and that's it. Just gonna mix it, cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes on a medium heat, and you're good to go just when you see that the oil separates. The momos need space when they cook, so make sure that you do not overcrowd the pan once you are making it. After around 12 minutes, I've taken the lid off, and once you see sort of a transparent sheet of the momos, and you can see that they are properly cooked through, you are good to go. Wasn't it a simple and an easy recipe? I'm sure that you guys are gonna like it and that give it a try. Do let me know what you think about it, and definitely try this tip along with this. I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like the video if you did so. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. I'll see you super soon. Until then, you all take care. Bye bye.